Do you want to hear a true story? This isn't folklore. It isn't legend. It actually happened. She was awake when it happened. That part mattered. She wasn't dreaming. She wasn't half asleep. She had just settled into bed. Hadn't even drifted off yet. She was fully aware when she felt the mattress dip beside her. Not a jolt, not a bounce. A slow, deliberate shift. Like the careful weight of a body settling in. Her husband was out of town that night, traveling for work as he occasionally did. The house was secure. The alarm was armed. Motion sensors were active. Her dog slept downstairs, the kind of dog who would have alerted instantly if anyone had entered. She opened her eyes. The realization struck all at once. Something had just laid down beside her. She didn't scream, she didn't move. She closed her eyes tightly, unsure for a fleeting moment whether it could be an intruder, but already knowing it wasn't. The weight pressed gently, but unmistakably against her back. Intentional, close. A prickling sensation crept up her spine and down her legs. It wasn't on her side of the bed. It was on her husband's. She considered every logical explanation and dismissed them just as quickly. No alarms, no sounds, no possibility of entry. The room felt smaller. The air changed. Thick. Wrong. She stayed still, controlled her breathing, and waited. Eventually, exhaustion overtook her fear, and she slept. Morning light was her permission to move. She woke slowly, hesitated, needing the reassurance of daylight before trusting the room again. There was nothing beside her. Nothing visible, nothing tangible. But the house no longer felt the same. From that point on, whenever her husband traveled, she stopped sleeping upstairs. She slept on the couch downstairs, close to her dog. The television stayed on, soft light, background sound, a way to keep the silence from closing in, a way to stay anchored. The next morning, every door was locked, every sensor untouched. Nothing was disturbed. Except the bed. She noticed it immediately. Her husband's side was slightly wrinkled. She made the bed tightly, precisely. She learned how as a young teenager working in hotels. When her husband was away, his side was usually left pristine. But this time, it wasn't. There was one thing in the house that hadn't been there long. An antique vanity. She had purchased it just a week earlier, drawn to its quiet charm, painted a cream pale yellow with delicate floral detailing and an oval mirror. It was modest, lovely. She had even found a small antique chair to pair with it. At the time, she hadn't felt anything specific in the shop. No warning, no fear. She didn't know about attachments. She didn't understand that certain objects could carry something with them, something that lingered. She only knew that once it was in the house, It made her uneasy. After that night, she didn't hesitate. She contacted a local consignment shop and had the vanity removed. Quietly, permanently. And although the experience never happened again, she refused to sleep upstairs whenever her husband was away. The house was large, yet it felt smaller after that night. Closer, heavier, and nothing was ever the same again. I know this is a true story because I lived it. This is my story. I don't touch antiques anymore, not in shops, not in museums. I don't want to.